All right. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing this Saturday evening? We are back working on something new, a little bit of a story related to that. And thank you to whoever it was, Jemmy Rivera, for the note about the stream not working. I just resent that out. It's what I get for doing things last minute tonight, deciding to send an email all of a sudden. Before I get too far, I will jump back into the chat and say hello to everybody, read some comments, things like that. But first off, we are giving away some good stuff, including one of these Zoids Blade Liger AB. It's our first Zoid that we have in the shop, which I'm really excited about because people have been asking about Zoids forever. And I was going to paint an artifact tonight, but my painting setup, my stuff's not really ready. And I feel like I want to have all my stuff figured out before I do that, so I'm not running off stream trying to figure out what I need. And I've been seeing this all week and been wanting to give it a shot. And I haven't built anything from Kotobukiya yet, so I thought this would be a good first dive into Kotobukiya, and thought maybe other people might want to see it too. So I'm hoping that this is helpful tonight. Two other quick things. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, please hit that like button. I really appreciate it. It helps show the stream to other people who might not have otherwise seen it, things like that. And also, don't forget that Live 10 code is active tonight on mechawarehouse.com for the next 2 hours or so, give or take. So if you perhaps wanted to pick up one of these or any of the other things we restocked, huge restock yesterday. Fair warning that if you place an order now, there's a good chance it might not ship until Tuesday because we're already pretty buried with orders, but Friday night or Saturday night. So, and we're a little buried. I think a lot of good stuff going up in that restock. So with all that stuff out of the way, let's go through the chat real quick, and then I'll crack this bad boy open and see what's going on. Thanks for the sub, Eduardo. Okay, where am I going here? All right, so what's up, Robert Higdon, Kurt, Cassis, what's up? Oh wait, I'm too early. Yeah, we're not doing the first draw for a little bit. What's up, Robert Hannaford, Gunpla Spade, Chad C, what's going on? Kyle Dixon. Robert Hannaford, he's eating Taco Bell. He puts on the wrong sauce. I won't comment about what sauce I use. Robert Hannaford, curious, is there a military discount on Mecha Warehouse? Short answer, no, and it's not because I don't want a military discount. It's that it would be 10% like all the other discounts that are floating around there. And I just don't want it doesn't really make sense to go through the extra effort to verify veteran status, things like that, or active duty or any of that kind of stuff. We do appreciate our veterans and the men and women who serve this country and all that good stuff. So if you are a veteran or military person and you're looking for a discount and you can't find one of the bazillion 10% codes that are floating around, let me know and I can help you out with that. What's up, Dylan Dull, John Moorhead, a random hero? Yeah, basically it says multiple versions 10% off. I believe there's a Reddit one too, or was one. Yeah, there's a bunch floating around there. Or you could use Live 10. Live 10 is always good. What's up, Aspen, Lewis Wong, Pockets, Matthew Mahoney, first time being here for the start. Go with me. Glad you could make it. What's up, Carlos? Hey, buddy. Hi, Nick. Happy Saturday. Excited to see MechWarehouse getting some more Kotobukiya kits. Happy building. Yeah, I'm excited too. This is probably our largest Kotobukiya shipment by far. It was about 2 pallets worth. Didn't come on pallets, but all stacked up, it was about 2 pallets worth. So Gunpla Spade, I think I already said that one. Ben Crosby, Patrick M, Here Be Dragons, Jemmy, I already got your comments earlier. Paul Kardashian, hey guys, hello Nick, hope you're all doing well. Would be building a double X with you, but U.S. Postal Service. So Gunpla Viking, Weeks K, Patrick Dukeshire, Buster, Anthony Aiello, what's up? Erfig, Disapparates, Z-Tex 10, Sig Xeon, what's up? I feel like that's a scam to try to get me to say Sig Xeon. So Crisp Cosme, Geomar, Lucas Burning. A couple of spec, yes, Blade Liger. I can't wait till mine comes to me. Nice. Right here, hello Nick. Hope the Zoid ends up being a good build. I hope so too. I'm not into Zoids specifically, but so many people have been asking about Zoids, and this one just looks kind of cool. Thanks for the sub, Leon Henry. Mark D, what's up? I need to get better at this. I feel like I'm rereading the same people's names, but I don't know if it's just because I read them last week or what. Jimmy Rivera, I'm considering picking up. It looks so interesting. They definitely look like it'd be an interesting, different kind of build. What's up, George Lakeo, Rob Rosenkrantz, Chris C, Chad C, Heathcliff, Trav C. Hello, everyone. Finally able to make one of these. What's up, Trav? Two Hands. What's up, Patrick Dembeck, George, Logan Fury, Delta Kai, Chris Hartline, Connor Klaus, G-Mingo, nice Zoids to the stream build. Yeah, I had to change it up. Milton, your prices are just fine. Thanks, Connor. And thank you for your service. Night Shadows, I have the kit. Brace yourself, the teeth are very touchy with placement. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. What's up, Nikolaus? It's a cool spelling. What's up, Andy? Bob Burley, what's up? Easy 8 Boy. Matthew Mahoney, I made an old Blade Liger kit like 20 years ago. This one I think is from 2020. It's gotten all the decals I ordered from y'all. Can't wait to swag up my kits. Nice. Steven Benitez, what's up? Dylan Dell, looking forward for my Blade Liger pre-order show up this week. Thank you, Nicholas, as always. Nice. Snapped the Xenoblade kit after pre-orders went up on your site. Excited for that one. Cool. There's some really cool looking kits coming. Man, this is going forever. Dude, watch the anime, man. It's cool. I'll have to take a look. Then you're mad, you don't know if they still make them, but I had Liger and some other Zoids models with wind-up mechanics. I remember seeing those like as a kid and had no connection to that there was an actual show. I just thought they were cool robots you built. What's up, Optimus Rhymes? It's not super long. It's pretty good with actors. Cool. What's up, Lacey Olson? You gotta check out the Miles HG Byakuchi and Kembu kits. People have been saying those are good. Kits on the way. Thanks to you, sir. Love your shop. Thanks, Chris. Zoids was tight back in the day. I forgot a lot about it, but I always watched it as a kid. I need to go find a place to watch it, I guess. Let's get the size of a master grade. Do you think you'll finish it tonight? The box it's like a large master grade box in terms of size. So I assume that the mechanics inside will be a similar size, but I'm not 100% sure. Any G Gundams not on this shipment. From new anime, I built both and they're really unique engineering. I'll post pics on Insta. I'm making a stop motion cool. It's getting the 146 or 148 skill. Miles Kembu yet? Not yet. Alright, so I think I got through everything. Welcome anybody who's new. Looks like we got a good group for just coming out of the gate here. Open this up and see what's inside. A lot of stuff, I think. Cool, box has an inner divider. These were actually the case boxes were interesting. What was the other anime of Zoids, guys? The White Liger. There's a bunch of different Zoids. What's up, Dens D? Eric, am I too late? You are not too late. Currently found a place that does custom hockey jerseys. Think about maybe doing like a Char Arsenal themed one. That's cool. Wait, is Zoid? Yes, we just got them in, so I'm giving one a shot. Man, Nick, you make my names hands down. I don't think you'll finish it tonight. The number of tight, loose bits that are really difficult to place are a lot. I've been building kits since I was 8, and this took me 4 or 5 days. I suspect, based on the size, this will be a good 4 to 6 stream kind of build. Master grades usually take me a handful of streams. And most master grades, I feel like, build the same way for the most part. So this will definitely be a while. It's a hefty manual. Some cool images on there. A whole lot of stuff I can't read. Like a spare parts thing or something. We got runners. All right. It's like we're starting with the head. Put that together in 5 minutes and go. Hands down out. Thank you, Fish Knight. I already read that one. This is a Kodo kit, right? Sorry, I came in late. It is Kodo, and it should be a snap kit, Trav. Dude, I'm over screaming literally in my kitchen, super excited for mine to come. Nice. So, gotta hunt for runners here. A2, Q, and G1. I think my runner organizing stuff is all going to come in handy with this one. Careful with the teeth. I jab myself with the command wolf's fangs. The Panzer Lager's going to take a good long time. I think so. It's going to take me a good long time to find the runners, it looks like. How are these labeled? They definitely have a letter designation. But it's not on the big tab. Oh, that sucks. The letters are like in a weird place. That's organized, you're gonna be up till midnight. Yeah, it seems like the letters aren't on the tab, which usually helps. Tape and Sharpie is your best friend with these kits. So I've got these runner stands that have letters and stuff on them I could put on them. So this was the one where they travel a giant snail. Haven't seen but maybe the first or second season, but I remember a dark green heavy liger and shadow fox. It'll take me forever to find. So those are N. G1. Grabbing the Zoids based on a rhino. I don't know if I've seen that one. The dark horn I was interested in. The one that looks like a triceratops or something. I'm gonna turn that off. That's gonna get annoying. Okay, so let's organize these here. So there's my G1 runner. What do you believe it'll take to complete? Probably a solid 4 to 6 streams. So it's always back in the double odds, but lost most of them. Hurricane Katrina, I had quite a bit, so trying to build some of the collection back again. That's rough. That might be the one I'm thinking about then, Triceratops. Yeah. I'm new here. What's up, Ryan Morals? Welcome. And since I got this here, I can grab that one as well. So I got runner B. There. I'm also looking for A2 and Q. That must be great stuff. Thanks, Ryan. Been getting normal or hollow Delta decals for my Tallgeese Flugel. Anyone have any input or experience of the hollows? The hollows I've used were pretty good. You got to be careful with the top coat you put over it because it will definitely change the hollow effect and dull it down. But the ones I did looked really good. I was happy with them. Thanks for the sub, Bry. What's up, Gunpla Stop? Mr. Trash Can Bob, what's up? Of course, I had the White Liger, the Raptor Sniper thing, and the Shark. I think the Rev Raptor just shipped, so we'll be getting those in soon, too. How does Gloss Coat stack hollow? Gloss looks pretty much like it does out of the box, at least with the sheet that I used. If you put a matte coat on it, it definitely loses some of that hollow effect. Okay, A. And I'm gonna need a 2. Thanks for the sub, Ryan Morals. Yo, I love Zoids when I was a kid. Cool, Fatal. Like a 0 or Wing 0? Oh, is that a comparison question? For me, it'd be Wing 0 just because I was into Gundam Wing as a kid, but I was not into Zoids. Not because they're not cool or anything, but I didn't really watch the show. Take me a while to get organized here. Then going for the Bunyip Boomerang and double up command. I'm glad you guys had the Bunyip in stock. We just got those back in stock, I believe. Seems like an awesome kit to go with the Kenbu and Byakuchi. Nice. That's a Y, not an A. What the hell is going on here? The Tiger type mobile suit from Seed. I haven't built one of those. Those look kind of interesting though. Figured Nick might have some big prize tonight because we're over 100 viewers and looks like a lot of new people too. Yeah, well, I'm giving away one of these Zoids and it's not a inexpensive kit. TikToks are hilarious, by the way. Seems like a fun place to work. Nice, NG. Glad you like them. How many people here are on TikTok and following us on TikTok? We've been doing a lot of stuff over there. Seeing a lot of growth follower-wise over the last like month or so. I'm curious how many people either came over here or found us there or followed us there after already being kind of in the community. Here's Quanop. I'm going for the Delta Plus. That looks like a really cool design too. Well, I'm not on TikTok all the time. Didn't even know you had a TikTok. We do. Just Mecha Warehouse. I don't blame you, Anthony. I would say I'm not really a TikTok person either. The secret to our TikTok success has been primarily having Santana to do all the real work on it and being more TikTok native, I guess I would say. She definitely understands the platform better than I do. You update the pre-order MG Virtue. They are in queue to ship. We were notified like a little over a week ago. Supposedly they're like 4 weeks behind on shipping though, so we'll hopefully see them ship in the next couple weeks. Hopefully on the closer end of that. Need to watch one. I'll do YouTube. That's all. It's okay. I just wanted Berserk Fury, but couldn't ever grab a hold of one. We got those up for pre-order. I think that's the one that we just added. The email tells me we've stopped sending out emails for the streams pretty consistently. We used to do it every week, but I sent one tonight because we had an extra special prize. I thought people would want to know. Only Aku was just a few months late on shipping. Bunch of emails. We got some like gold metallized stuff. We got a VE. And oh, that's our queue right there. Well, Mecha Warehouse on every social media platform. Just waiting for Nick to open up a MySpace page. Man, MySpace. I never had a MySpace. I feel like I'm of the MySpace generation, kind of, but I never did it. MySpace is still a thing. I don't know, does it still exist? I don't think anybody actually uses it, but I think it might exist. Let's go back from TikTok. Latest vid is funny. I think I eat my Facebook. Did the Bound Dog kid too. I'm excited for that one. Nice. Got a soft spot for Dylan since he packs my orders. You know when you're getting the real great high new again. I know we got some due soon. Sorry if I'm missing chat. There's a good number of people chatting tonight. Didn't last long after Justin Timberlake bought. Okay, so we got Q, and while I'm at it, I should set up V over here. Where'd my tweezers go? I think I need them to pop these letters out. God, those teeth things, the bane of my existence. This kit looks like it has a lot of runners. I don't know if I have enough runner stands. Hopefully it like utilizes runners completely before we move on to further steps, because this is going to be a nightmare. Okay. What's this Yankee Doodle ass song? 15% code for my birthday. Waiting for some big restock so I can really get the best out of it. Nice. When that Virtue restock shows up, that's going to be probably our largest individual shipment we've ever received. So I want to say thank you for combining my orders. I wanted to reach out and ask if you guys can combine them, but you guys did before I could get a hold of you guys. Nice. Does anyone know when I can find a silver bolt suppressor? Not sure. Well, how do you tag me like that? Is there any new kits coming out? Looking forward to building, or what would be your dream build? I don't know. It's a good question. I'm excited about the MG DOM, although I have a Dodge, which is basically a 1.5 DOM already. So, okay, let's cut some pieces out. This music tempo just gradually increasing is building my anxiety. Nick has a weather feed. My New Hampshire coworker said they're getting snow and rain and all kind of madness. It's just cold here in CT. It was horrible yesterday. The driving was bad. Driveway and like some parking lots I've been in are still like heavily coated with junk. It's just bad. Pablo's, when you're trying to put the head together, be very careful. I will. If you would get more of the Operation V kits, probably at some point. I don't think we have any in order. Kit bash with Gunpla kits, I'm not sure. Because our new, I already read that one. I mean, bets on how much of a feeding frenzy the virtual will cause. I'm betting it'll be a level RG high new. I think so, Bing. I'm expecting they'll sell out super fast once we get them in stock. Okay, Q2. Not sure if I'm going to end up trying to paint this kit someday or if it's going to go unpainted. And then A25. We make an announcement when they arrive before making them available on the site. The Virtues, I also can't wait for MG Dom and RG God Gundam. We'll do our best to make sure people know when they're going to be up. They'll restock on a Friday first thing. He plans to sell your PG Mark II. Sorry. I am not. OG Dom is still a solid kit. Don't care much for a lazy 1.5. What do you think is the most requested kit? Right now, probably the Virtue or the RG High New are the two that people are asking the most about. Maybe followed by the God Gundam RG that's coming out. This is A2 part number 5. Alright, first 3 parts. Let's do it. Do you ever get around to painting the SD Maganax? I'm working on it now, actually, Crimson Thunder. I should post some like work in progress stuff up on my personal Instagram. I've been slacking on Instagram on my personal page lately. But I've got, I think, everything primed, and I put down, I think, the base coat on a few pieces. It's going to be masking hell, because there are so many parts that need a bunch of different colors. So we'll see how that goes. But I did start it on a couple weeks ago. Last week I got no painting done. Just waiting for the Kyokai Senki Jogan kit for my big pre-order now. Nice. I'm gonna grab the new Rick Dawn just because of the new ankles. Hopefully they'll keep printing them so they are easily accessible. Hopefully. It's everyone's favorite Gundam series. Great question. Just looking for a Psycho Zaku. They just need a reprint. I think we got some on order. I don't really recall though, for sure. I know we got some more full armors coming. Which is exciting. I think standard colors or custom. Gonna be standard. It's kind of like a good test bed for the colors I think I will likely end up choosing for the high grades when I paint the whole core. Building a Gundam tonight as well. Nice. I'm not building a Gundam though, so. Well, color-wise, it's pretty close to the last Gundam I did build. We'll have to do that first draw. How does the Kodo plastic feel? So this is my first time handling a Kodo kit. It seems good so far. It's definitely not like that super premium, like buttery plastic you get on some of the newer Bandai kits. But so far so good. This blue piece I feel like marked up pretty heavily, but actually it's cleaning up pretty well. It's not bad. My double X, Gundam X, by the way, great series. Thanks, Mr. Hound, wherever you are. So does this end up inside? I think it does, so I probably don't have to perfectly clean that up. Color is really nice, especially skin pieces. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty solid. That's sharp. So it only took me 30 minutes to get my first step complete. Well, did a PGA would feel like overkill. Oh, the fact they did for a cop ball to me seems like a big meme. Panel lining one of my oh man, I'm missing so many messages. Panel lining one of my RB79 balls gonna be thinking it's almost stupid how they haven't done a PG yet. Now the conversation makes sense. Codebookie kits aren't afraid to have sharp parts. Yeah, these are sharp, but that's cool because it looks sharp, like it looks really cool, and that like gold color is actually pretty cool contrast with the blue. So let's do the first giveaway draw and get that going. We've got 5 items up for grabs tonight. Did warn you about those fangs. Thank you. Would you ever consider gunpla addiction? I would. We joke about it all the time, but I know at least one person that like struggled with it as an addiction for a while and like ended up like seeking help because he couldn't control himself. I think he's back in the hobby, so I don't know if it's a relapse or what the deal is, but like I think it is kind of an addiction. So we got 5 kits up for grabs. We got one of the high grade limited RX-78s. We got that high grade Delta Plus, one of these Zoids Liger, Blade Liger ABs, and we got 2 sets we gave away 2 last week with the it was a Haro Control Blue and a paint from Splash Paints, the MSO 16 and 17. I think one's like the neon green and the other's blue or something. It was in the pictures. I know it was MSO 16 and 17. So 5 prizes. Got a huge number of people here. This is awesome. We got 121 viewers right now. It's definitely on the higher side. Guess the Zoid definitely got people out. Let's since we got a lot of prizes and a lot of people for this first draw, we're going to put a number in the chat between a certain range like we usually do, and we're going to answer a question. So if you haven't been into a stream before, or if you haven't been with the stream recently, we're going to answer a question and put a number. We're going to draw a random number in that range, and then we're going to select winners that way. If nobody selects the right number, they roll over to the next time we draw, rinse and repeat until everything's given away or we run out of time. So the first one, since we're doing a Zoid, what is your favorite Zoid? And include the number between 1 and 1,000. So I want a number between 1 and 1,000. What's your favorite Zoid if you have one? Otherwise you can just say none or whatever if maybe you're not into Zoids or don't know of a Zoid or whatever. Remember, 1 number per person, so don't post multiple times. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses, so if you're not in the US, you might want to plan for that. And we'll draw in a moment. All right, now I gotta find runners again. So I need ST. It's funny, we have labeled their polycaps PC as well. We got springs. Camera's bugging out here and there, not a super big deal, but figured I'd bring it to your attention. Yeah, it's been doing that. I dropped it in transit a while back. I really should blame somebody else on it, because I didn't really drop it, somebody else did at the warehouse. When I brought it to the warehouse, it's been flaking out ever since, and it seems like every time I fix it, it goes back to flaking out. I really need to replace it, I think. but who has the time? So these are P. There we go, that's T. Missed it. What's everyone doing? Fatal X7. Put a number in the chat between 1 and 1,000 with what your favorite Zoid is. We're drawing first round of giveaway drawings. Okay, S. I probably don't have an S. Do a PG scale hover cargo kit was a giant snail that carried Zoids. I like vaguely remember that. Like I might have trouble recognizing, but like I vaguely remember that whole idea. Okay, so we got S up here. Oh no. The only downside with these little runner stands, Warshar. Smarties and a box of mints that I forgot about. And then Y. Okay. A lot of parts here. T1, so it's just the one here. So I guess that's technically the first runner down here on step 2. Let's get all these S parts that I need. 7, 18, 22. And then I'll draw here in a minute. Okay, T, and then I need G1, 13. Okay. So what you're interested in, didn't grow up with them, but it's interesting to take on animalistic mecha. They're definitely completely, what kind of drew me is just the very different appearance here. And the build, like already, it looks way different. So it's called Time. So if I draw 5 different numbers, get up the random number generator here. And 1 to 1,000. A lot of viewers now. Organoids are a cool concept as well. I'm not familiar with organoids. J Punisher, how big are the Zoids? I'm not sure. I think it's pretty big though. I mean, the head, the jaw here looks like it could easily like eat a master grade. So I think it's gonna be like head to tail pretty large, like whole bench kind of large. Okay, drawing 5 numbers. First one for the limited HG ARC 78. number 964. Second draw for the Delta Plus, 808. Third one for the Blade Liger, 737. The Ava MSO 16 paint combo pack, courtesy of Splash Paints, number 17. That's a nice low number. And the Ava MSO 17, also courtesy of Splash Paints, the paint plus the Haro, number 113. Do a quick. Organize our living Zoids. They have the ability to merge with other Zoids and boost their power. Interesting. Longer than they are tall due to their shape. That sounds right. I think I've seen one in person at like an IPMS event or something, but it was a while ago. Okay, real quick search. 964. Looks like no go on that one. 808. Don't see that one. 737. No 17. No 113. I'm pretty sure we got no winners. If you guys want to confirm, that'd be great. We'll of course draw again in a little bit. With a reduced number range, those odds of winning should go up. One day I'm going to win the giveaway, mark my words. Keep trying, Jacob. Clive always considered getting a Zoid. Nice, Jake. This is the Zoid Blade Liger AB. We just got these in stock. I was going to paint an artifact tonight, like I've been talking about doing, but these came in, and honestly, I've been just looking at them all week, thinking about it, and we got a ton of them in, so that would be good. People have been asking about them. There's a lot of people who really want one, and a lot of people that were curious about them, so I figured it'd be a good opportunity to kind of let people see what they're about a little bit. And then I'll get to finishing stuff. Seems like my eternal problem is struggling to complete projects. Ligers in the larger end of Zoids kits, as you probably guessed from the size of the box. There are even bigger ones though, and ones that are much smaller. How's the plastic quality and fitting compared to Bandai? So far, it seems fairly comparable. I mean, Bandai has such a range of plastic depending on the kit that it's hard to be just like a straight like Bandai versus Kotobukiya. So I feel like I've had Bandai kits that have had nicer plastic for sure. But so far, it's been good. But I've only put 3 parts together, so a lot of runners in this kit. I feel like the next like dozen streams once this project's done are all going to be finish this, finish that kind of things, because I have so much that needs finishing. Where's that artifact? It's on my bench upstairs. I bought myself 2 artifact kits, hoping one would be a Nightingale or High New. Both are Rick Doms. We sell them individually. You could pick which one you want if you're buying from us, Andrew. Since the Zoids have arrived, is there any word when you'll be getting the Lightning Sykes in stock? Not yet. We got these ones in, obviously. The Rev Raptors just shipped, and I don't remember how far afterwards the Lightning Sykes were. But you probably could look at, we could probably look at the dates for when these were supposed to be in November or something. So whatever Lightning Sykes was supposed to be produced in, plus 2 months maybe, based on current delays. Heads up, just a warning on the leg parts. One bit is that they're very easy to damage. Heads up. Okay, I'll be careful. I think when did the Gundam Artifact Phase 2 come in? I'm not sure. some of these delays have been less than predictable, so I'd have to look it up to see when they were supposed to come in, but it would be a guess if I told you. And feel free to hit me up later. I just don't have the time to just sit here looking them all up. Organized Lager Zero from 2001. It's still a great kit. Cool. Just remembered that my own kit. I had to order a replacement. It's always a bummer. Any ideas for new coin? I got some ideas we're floating around with. I'm still waiting for sketches and stuff from the artist, but played the stream. I caught up painting my own kit tonight. Did miss anything exciting? Not really, so I'm just starting this new kit. Red Raptors, a cannon fodder with Zoids. Oh, really now? Well, time to use that code then. Lightning Cycles was due for this month, was almost definitely been delayed, like Kotobuki stuff has been recently. Yeah, so I mean, the month we publish has been the production month, I think. Like, I think it says release for Kotobukiya, but that's probably like Japan release. So I think February if shipping's good, and March or later if shipping ends up sketchy, or it remains as it is, not as good as it could be. Do you ever pick up a RZ001 Go Julius? I'm not even sure what that is. Grits sandpaper do you use, sir? I'm sure it's been asked 1,000 times. It has been asked 1,000 times, but it's okay. I use 400, 600, 1,000, and 1,500. Red Raptor's newest, wholly original Zoids, molded by Kotobuki, if I recall. Oh, that's cool. Do I need to update an address on a pre-order? Do I just need to just email? Was like a pre-order in the Metal Gear Rex, but I want to make sure it gets the right address. Yeah, email is fine. Support at mechawarehouse.com would be the place to send it. What are your favorite nippers to use? I use the God Hand Ultimate nippers, although the Disc Bay 3.0s sound really good. I just haven't used them myself. I haven't really had a need to. I'll probably be testing a bunch of random nippers at some point just so I can create some content around them. I just haven't gotten a chance to. We should do a quick workbench tools video. Yeah, I want to do a bunch of testing, like comparisons of various tools and things like that. There's so many sanding sponge options and nippers and things like that that'd be cool to kind of do a comparison of all the products that are on the market. Any cool color shift airbrush paint recommendations? I've heard Turbo Dork is cool. I think Vallejo makes some color shifts too. Is 800 grit enough to get even painting? Probably. You've probably painted more kits than I have at this point, so I don't know. Some of the chat might know. Disc Bay are great. Disc Bay's got color shifts, and Splash does as well. I haven't used any color shifting paints myself, so I can't really say from first-hand knowledge. Expect you to drop the nippers from various heights during a testing video. Well, your expectations are dead on. I'm definitely already in my notes to do some stress testing, we'll call it. Eat the nippers across the warehouse. I don't know if I want to toss them across the warehouse. That might be dangerous. If somebody gets a nipper in the eye, that might be an OSHA violation. God, the head, is the head really like 2 or 3 pages? Yeah, wow. The rate that I'm going here, I might get through the first page. It's only dangerous. They aren't paying attention. Stress testing, I got 22. You can shoot them if you want to stress test them that way. I'm not sure that resilience to small arms fire is a necessary component for a nipper. I think it'd be entertaining, but I'm not sure that that's an important characteristic, we'll say, for a pair of nippers. Join late. What kit is this you're building? This is the Blade Liger AB from Kotobukiya. It's a Zoids kit. We recently got them in at Mecha Warehouse, and I've been curious about it, so I decided to build it tonight. Really start on it. A lot of like pointy pegs on these parts here. It's pushing everything together less uncomfortable. There we go. There's a lot of head here. Might not prove the quality of the nipper, but it'd be fun. So if Rev Raptors are shipped, are they going to arrive at the same time as hoodies? Would be great to combine and save on shipping. We haven't ordered the hoodies yet. I think the ordering timeline for the hoodies ends on this coming Friday, which means it'll be like a week or two before we get them, because we got to order them and get them in, whereas the Rev Raptors should arrive in about a week, so the pre-orders will be shipping shortly. I can snap nippers just by cutting too hard, but I'm used to cutting things off automobiles and just sometimes don't realize how hard I'm squeezing. Looking to do my first perfect grade gun, but I don't know where to start or what kit to start with. It's hard finding a perfect grade these days, so your choices might be limited. Okay, so... Oh, nice. I think these are all... I think the next parts are all in a runner I already have out. A lot of head. Brace yourself. Could be a lot more. Okay. So, I guess S, 3, 8, and 9. Okay. Q. We got some Q parts. 1, 3, and 4. Y'all just ended a long day, a fiesta for my kid's 4th. Nice. Any chance of more IBO kits coming soon? I think we have some on order. I think I'm addicted to gunplay at this point. Just need to learn how to clean up nubs a little better and get some god hands. The addiction is real. Alright, so we got the Q. And then G1, 11, and 31. Is this the first non-Bandai kit you've done on stream? No, I did the Flame Toys G1 Optimus last year. That was a good kit too. So I believe this is my second non-Bandai kit I've done on stream. And I suppose that I've done for that matter. Those gold teeth are going to be the bane of your existence. They were for me. It sounds like a challenge. Okay, so let's do our second draw of the night. We're at 1:15 right now. In the chat, let's see. Okay, so question this time is going to be, what is your favorite non-Bandai manufacturer for model kits? So what's your favorite non-Bandai model kit? And a number between 1 and 500. So 1 to 500, what's your favorite non-Bandai kit manufacturer? If he gets to the teeth. Thanks, Robert. Thanks for the confidence. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses, and I'll draw winners in a little bit. Interesting answers. Kodo. You ever thought about getting Metabots? I think we have some Metabots up for pre-order, I think we have some coming. Does Lego count? I saw a Wave in there. We got our first Wave kit in this restock too. Was it Tachikoma or something from Ghost in the Shell? If we haven't done any non-Bandai kits, that's okay. You can just pick one at random or say, I don't know, or I don't have one. The main reason for the question is just to get around the filter, because there's definitely at least one number that gets filtered out by YouTube automatically if you post just that number alone. We found that out during the charity stream last year, and hence why we asked the questions. And I think it makes things more interesting. Start one Flame Toys kit that I really ought to finish, but I really want to see the Kotobuki you can do with the Dark Magician Girl. How's it going, Nick? For a stream I was able to catch in a while. What's up, Rick? Nice to have you back. I don't believe I've built non-Bandai yet, so I don't know. To me, it has a good rep. I would bet money it was 666. It wasn't, actually. You do any cars or planes, Nick? I have not. Not recently, anyway. I did a ship model when I was a kid, I think. An aircraft carrier or something. I think I might have done a plane when I was a kid, too. But I stay away from that stuff for the time being. Carrier, major World War II nerd hero, is the Nimitz, the modern one. guess there probably wasn't an old Nimitz, was there? So your hair's going back. Yeah, the beard's pretty much back in. I gotta trim things up a little bit, I think. I think I've let it go long enough to be able to safely start shaping and such again. What's history in that ship's name, if I recall correctly? I think so. I don't know all the history, but I'm pretty sure Nimitz was a pivotal individual in the Navy at one point. I mean, it must have been pretty important to have a carrier named after him, I assume. I'm gonna call time here in a moment. I'm going to point out, because I'm seeing a few people with just numbers, that an answer, even if you don't have an answer, is required, right? So if your post just a number, you need to post a number and an answer to the question. Your answer could be, I don't know, or I don't have one, or whatever, but you do need an actual answer, not just the number, just so we don't end up with one of these circumstances where your number gets called and I have to tell you didn't win because you didn't follow the rules. So just throwing that out there real quick. I'll wait an extra moment or two here to save some people if they have a chance. The glorious side effect of the new system is it's got here, so I'm not sure how to put in a vote. You put a number between 1 and 500 and your favorite manufacturer of kits other than Bandai. And that's the number we'll use for the drawing of a 1350 CVN 65 Enterprise carrier to do. It's 3 foot long. Wow. Footage is insane with all the extra aircraft and machinery it likes to do. It'll be a 2-year build. I bet. I've seen some ridiculous ship builds at the IPMS events that I've been to. I don't know where people put those things, honestly. I have enough trouble stashing the Gundam stuff, and they're relatively small space-wise. Oh, I gotta slide that back to you. Okay, so I'm calling time. I'm going to draw 5 numbers here. So first number is 259 for the HG RX-78 limited edition one that we got up for grabs. 377 for the HG Delta Plus. 390 for our Blade Liger, 162 for the Splash package with the MSO 16, and 487 for the Splash package with the MSO 17. 16 and 17, right? So let's check some numbers. Let's see. So Jacob Steele with 390. So congratulations, Jacob. You can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com, support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll send that out. Let's see, we got two more to check. 162 and 487. So one prize given away. Looks like just the big one, but we do have some other great prizes as well, so stick around. We'll draw again for those in a little bit. Rest, Jacob, what did you win? Jacob won the Blade Liger, the kit that I'm working on now. So since that one's given away, if anybody else wants one, since we're not giving away any more of them, we got that Live 10. I'm gonna fix my screen here so I can actually see myself. Live 10, buy one for yourself. It's an awesome prize, actually. The streams say only one watching for everyone else. I see a lot more than one. Make my way to Delta Plus. Delta Plus still up for grabs. We still got some great prizes. Does this have 2 cockpits? Or not 2 cockpits, but two seats. I think my message scrolled by too fast. Which one did he win? He won the Blade Liger. Yes, Blade Liger's a front and back seat config. That's pretty cool. I kind of wish there were Gundams or more Gundams. I think there's like a few that have multiple seats, but that'd be a pretty cool dynamic to have multiple seats in a Gundam. The seat is a pain in the ass to get in, though. Careful not to stab myself. You're gonna have a kit of your mascot made? Someday I want to. I need to look into the logistics of it. Tweezers, that's how I got it in. I don't want to scratch it all up though. But I think I'm going to use something to apply pressure in here. There we go. Thanks for the sub, Dan. Dan Pritchell. Wait for my RG wing to show up in the mail here on the 7th. The XS, I believe, has multiple seats as well as the gun tank. Yeah, I wish there were more though. Like there's a few. But it'd be pretty cool to have like, I don't know, a 2-seater, you know, RX-78 or something, like a trainer or something, you know. It's easy. Double Zeta Gundam has multiple cockpits because it's formed by 3 separately piloted machines. Yeah. But they don't, they've got separate cockpits. It'd be cool to have the like tandem, I guess. All right, so that's the seats in. This one goes back down here. Like putting off the teeth here. So what's so bad about these? Do they pop off or something? Those went in pretty easy. That's pretty cool. Mask up music. I'm not sure if it's worth 22. Well, it's probably not because it's not blue, so it's not the blue 01. What Bandai to bring back Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Lord units. That'd be really cool to have a Megazord kit. Most mecha training done in Sims just for the sheer cost of building one machines. That's why it's not super common, though I agree it'd be cool to see. They're pretty easy to pop off when you're putting on the side armor for the face. Okay. G Mascot's very limited kit. The price is worth the novelty, I think. Thanks for the sub, Brent Burton. Could ask them how they went about getting theirs made. Like, I know how to go about it. So, like, the problem with making a kit that's a normally injection molded kit like that is it's expensive as hell. Molds cost a lot of money. When I've priced out molds, like you're looking at like, I don't know, 10 grand per mold. So if you get 3 runners, that's 30 grand, and that doesn't include any of the costs of the plastic to actually like shoot the molds and make them and stuff, or any of the other costs. It's just like the fixed cost of making the mold. So you got to make quite a few to make it make sense. Maybe so if you're talking like 30 grand, if it's a $30 kit, you know, that's what, like 1,000 of them or something just to cover the molds. It's crazy. That much. How hard is it to 3D print molds? I think sometimes they 3D print molds, but I think you need to, I think the molds are usually made of steel, so you can't really print the molds. I think you could print a kit and print runners or print the pieces would be doable for a much cheaper cost. We're getting a Mighty Morphin Megazord kit from Flame Toys, an alternative to their expensive solid kit figure. I don't know, is that actually happening? I know that like was like a, I thought that was a April Fool's joke. Okay, so I need O and P are my next 2 runners here. Print molds wouldn't hold up over time. That's definitely true. They can 3D print steel. Navy does it all the time. I mean, they can, but I don't know how accurately you can print it, and it probably wouldn't be as good for a mold. This Kotobuki plastic stand with Bandai is pretty good. I mean, ultimately, the stuff ends up being expensive, and like those are rough numbers. I'm sure they could be more or less, but multi-cavity molds, especially, or I think they're called family molds, family apart molds. When you've got that many cavities, that many parts in the mold, it's a lot First print of a bunch of HMM Zoids, had painted scale figurines of the Canon pilots, but 3D prints just use generic pilot figures these days, which is a bit of a shame. It's kind of a bummer. Resin is the answer for small run kits. Yeah, I mean, that's an option. I need to do some more research into that, about whether I could have someone print them for me, or if it would be something where I would have to stuff a bunch of resin printers in a room somewhere and have somebody run them for me. But it's something I want to look into at some point. What are you building? Ethan, I'm building the Kotobukiya Blade Liger AB. That much spent, you might as well build a life-size one and sell tickets for it. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So runner 1 and 2. I need to do that twice. What am I even building here? This must be like some sort of head detail pieces. I should get one of those myself. Awesome. Just gonna get a restock on Hexagear at any point, Nick. There's a therapy I was building is missing a shoulder joint piece. I can't continue until I get another or fab a piece. At some point, just like Bandai stuff's done in whatchamacallit. I just completely lost my train of thought. They do things in batches, so I don't know when they'll reprint that particular one. But if they do, we should end up grabbing it, I think. At least a few. Now you're dead on the cost. The store just made a kit of their mascot I bought the other day, waiting for it to ship. Yeah, but I think that's basically what spawned this whole conversation. Emitters for the shield. Model K of the coin. Coin model kit would be sweet. That'd be kind of crazy. Fires all kinds of weapons, under chest cannons, the blades, claws, and prevents it to generate a forward-facing shield which can hold off most cannon laser shots. I see. I feel like this just turned from a this is going to take 6 streams to 36 streams. It seems like if I'm lucky, I'll get through half of the head today. Streams normally go usually about 2 hours. Do you get a higher shipping priority if you order more units, such as are they less likely to drop your order to 0 if you order a ton? I think I'm less likely to go to 0 if I order a ton, supposedly they weren't like dropping anyone to zero, but that's clearly not true. I don't know if their policies have changed. I don't think we've been dropped to zero on much. But, you know, the more you order, the less likely it is to go to zero because they're going to scale it down. But if you order like less than a case, there's a chance that you might not get any. And here, like vintage kits, I've been having a blast of the 80s snap fits from before HG was an official one. Interesting. Zoids kits are beast from what I can tell. Definitely looks like a hell of a build process. There's a lot to this. I mean, it was an expensive kit, relatively speaking, but there's a lot here. So fun the older ones, a scratch and itch for a more involved build. I think they re-released Tekken Blade. I made one of those some years back. Oh, that's cool. It's not a project to be taken lightly. You're gonna have to sit down a good bit to get it done. Oh, definitely. Hopefully this doesn't end up like that PG where it took me like half of last year to finish it stream-wise. Like these knobs are cleaned up pretty well. I've been quite happy with this. Usually like blue plastics and stuff are a bit of a struggle to get knobs cleaned up on, and these have been pretty easy. So to kind of loop back to the questions about how the plastic stands up. You got this, Nick. Thanks, Paul. Building the RG Mark 6, I'm enjoying it, but the Evangelion kits are pretty easy even for an RG. I haven't built any of those. Ava's another series I don't really have any connection to. I think I need to go and watch it sometime, but I'm not super drawn to them. Do you watch any of the Winter Olympics? If so, how many events you prefer? I have not. I don't really have any plans to. I'm not super into any of that stuff for the most part. I think there's more Summer Olympic stuff that I like in terms of events. Winter Olympics, you know, take it or leave it. Watch Evangelion, but it was very meh, at least in my mind, aside from worst dad ever. Code Plastic cleans up well. I have a huge frame arms grow collection and love how they clean up so nice. I think your camera is finally going. It's frozen. Oh, there it goes. Maybe I'll restart it this time. I guess I need a replacement camera. Goku's a pretty bad dad. Said you were going to replace it past 4 streams. Yeah, Robert, I say a lot of things. I've found over the last couple years that running multiple businesses leaves me not a lot of time, and I tend to have to choose between things that need to get done and things that I want to get done. And that camera going on the fritz a little bit is relatively minor. Doesn't need to be a good dad. Piccolo does that for him. You guys stock the Pokemon model kits? We have a bunch of Pokemon model kits, NG. Alright, step 5. And actually, we should do... Anime tags could just be a topic on its own. I think you've seen Team 4 Stars Dragon Ball Z Bridge series on YouTube. You missed out. It's brilliant. I haven't. What's up, Michael? Alright, so let's do our next drawing. We're going to reduce that number range quite a bit. And let's get that real low. And then what would be a good question? I guess let's ask what's your favorite anime. So what's your favorite anime and a number between 1 and 150. Favorite anime, number between 1 and 150. Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. Hi, Nick. What do you think of the series finale of The Expanse? It was good. I'm really pissed that there isn't another season lined up. Like, they're definitely setting it up. Which, I mean, it sounds like they could even, like, recast it all and come back later, because the next one, based on the book, would take place a lot later. But I'm annoyed that there isn't more to it. Okay. Step 5. 0, 7, and 8. then P8. These answers are excellent. Yeah, there's some good stuff here. Surprised to only have missed out on a few, or only a few I don't recognize. Shockingly low number of people answering with a Gundam series. That is kind of surprising. People are just mentally primed away from Bandai because of the prior question, maybe. Said Cowboy Bebop, how do you feel about the Netflix show? Contained multitudes. And G says IBO is the only right answer. I still need to see IBO. There's so much I need to see, actually. Like I said, G Gundam was the first anime I legit watched. I would include Digimon in that, but I thought it was an American show. Oh, I think Digimon is Japanese. Is there a new question? Strange is the question is, what is your favorite anime? And we're doing a number to from 1 to 150. I'll call time shortly here. And draw some winners. Latest fans ruin a lot of things for me. The worst offenders, in my opinion, are Ava fans and Tool fans. What's up, Manny? Digimon is, but I thought it was American, so I never really mentally made the link with anime and Digimon. I see. Gave me low-key wing vibes. Interesting. Never built a Liger. How's it built compared to a Bandai kit? So far, so good. There's a lot of runners on here. There's a lot of parts. I think you'd probably mostly be compared to like a master grade, but in some ways it seems almost more complicated. Maybe like a Verka or something might be a good comparison. Okay, let's call time. Let's draw some numbers. Should get some winners this time around. So, first one for the limited RX-78. Wow, number 16. HG Delta Plus, 137. The Splash MSO 16 bundle, number 99. And the Splash MSO 17 number, or bundle, is number 95. Verka's a good comparison. I've never actually built a Verka myself, so I can't really say from experience. Oh, I see a 16. Bailey Breland. Number 16. That's the limited RX-78. I got 137. It's like no winners on 137. Number 99 is Charlie Santiago. And number 95, no winners. So Bailey Breland and Charlie Santiago, you can send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com to claim your winnings. We've got 2 prizes left, and so we will draw for those in a little bit. You guys got an early day tomorrow, so good luck. I'm out for today. See you later, Matthew. Delta Plus will be mine. Let's see. Promise. Okay. Cool. What kit is this? Michael, this is the Kotobukiya Blade Liger AB. We just got them in stock. It's our first Zoid at Mecha Warehouse, so I really wanted to check one out. It's my first Kotobukiya kit, actually. And so far, so good. I'm enjoying it. Master Grade Delta Plus, my backlog. Everything I've heard about that kit screams it's a POS, but at least it looks cool. I mean, that's what's important with a kit, right? It's got to look cool. Anything else beyond looking cool is purely extra. Legs would be fun. I bet. It sounds like the legs are a challenge. Hey Nick, Cynical Cheese here. How's the Zoid build going? Good. So far, so good. So as big as you say, it may take 10 streams to finish. It might. It is totally possible. I expected to, you know, be past the head. I mean, I guess the head is more complicated than a Gundam head by a long shot here. So it makes sense, but it feels like a lot. And at the rate I'm going, I might be done with a page, which means, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 streams if it's a page per stream. I'm really tempted to grab a Kotobuki. It has the plastic compared to Bandai. Really good, Wyatt. I'm happy with this. I'm gonna crash. Everyone have a good night. See you later, Weeks K. Thank you for hanging out. For the Zoids and Full Metal Panic kits, I run the same difficulty from a friend. Not sure how true it is. I'm not sure either. So I know the stream has consistently been 40 over what we normally get. This is awesome. Yeah, it's been a big one. Big one tonight. I think the big giveaway and the extra email boost. This weekend I bought some shelves and took all my backlog kits out of the cardboard boxes. I was storing them in and put them on the shelf, and holy crap, I have an addiction. Yeah, sometimes you're better off not knowing, right? Okay, 5 and 6. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Nick. I'm late, but checking. What's up, TJ? P4. I feel like each step right now is just the same thing, just slightly smaller each time. Talk about it, right? I don't know what you guys are talking about. We'll watch Full Metal Panic again. Comedy series because biological weapons is cool buildings. What could go wrong? I don't know anything about Full Metal Panic. We'll grab the Buster Tortoise at some point. I find hilarious seeing a tortoise with a massive cannon strapped to its back. What's not to love? Kind of why I'm interested in the Dark Hound. So Nick Slay releases the mistake he started. Not Dark Hound, Dark Horn. That's what I meant to say. Core head anime, that'd be cool. whole spiel about Full Metal Panic. It's funny. That's the main bit. When the main series gets serious, it jacks up to A. G-frames normally come with the frame too, or does it need to be bought separately? I think they now come with the frames pretty typically. I think some of the older ones might have come separate. But it depends where you get them for. All the ones that we have, I think, have the frames included. Both frames included. Dark Horn's fro was bigger. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. The Dark Horn kind of makes me remember, maybe somebody remember what it was actually called, because I don't recall. I don't think I own a copy of the book. But there was some like book I remember as a kid that seemed like to envision like a world where people coexisted with dinosaurs or something. Total random topic change. I'm curious if anybody remembers what that one was called. Yeah, there did some kind of settlement into a movie or miniseries or something. You pick one, get an anime moon gun or crossbones, which one and why? Dark Horn isn't a Triceratops though. Styracosaurus. I know it's not actually Triceratops. Dinotopia, that's probably it. I remember that being cool. I don't know why that came to my mind. Other than the dinosaur Zoid thing. Like in some ways, it almost reminded me of like Dave McCauley stuff. I think, and it seemed almost like an explainer, right? That it wasn't even necessarily like a story, wasn't it? It was almost just like here's a world. Finish up build of the blade lighter I pre-ordered from you. Such a nice build. Can't wait to detail it up after the build. It's so mean already. Nice. You got that pretty fast and built it pretty fast, DB. I thought the books were so beautiful, but I was too young to care to read it. Maybe I need to go try to find those for my sons. Good luck, last I checked, they're expensive. Bummer. Win the giveaway. Delta Kai, we've given away 3 of the 5 so far. Bailey Breland, Jacob Steele, and Charlie Santiago were 3 winners so far. We still have the HG Delta Plus and the Splash package with the MSO 17 up for grabs. Stuff I was working on, put my days off into nice. The camera seems unhappy. Yeah, it's been doing that. I need to replace it. I'm hoping to just go away, I guess. This is only the third of these frill things. Percussive main is needed, maybe. That's how I think it broke in the first place, so. Each, that's not too bad. That's not too bad for a book, especially if it's hardcover. Does incense help electronics? I was not aware. Like there are 4 of the beautiful books and 2 novels. Cool, I'll have to check that out sometime. I remember like the visual, like picture books and stuff. I think. Okay, so I got those done. Okay, 03 and 4. P5. Because Bluefin never confirmed an order, then changed their minds and told you they'll send less. Kind of. It's happened like maybe on a few occasions, and it wasn't so much that they changed their mind. It was more like through luck of the draw, they ended up with fewer than expected, and my order happened to be the last one or something. If you want a good long series to read, then A Song of Fire and Ice is good, but have your 16 filters on because every third sentence with this guy. Worst part about today was I went to the mailbox to intercept my package. The mail lady like floored it but didn't go anywhere for a second. She was spinning tires and then took off. What did you decide to build this week? I might see you holding an airbrush. So I was going to paint the artifact, which would have been hand painting. And there are like 3 reasons. Reason number 1 is I've got all the stuff I need for the hand painting, but I need to like make sure I got it all like set up and ready to go. I've got like a wet palette and I need to set the wet palette up, and I haven't had time to like read the instructions and set all that up. So that was number 1. I wasn't really ready. Number 2, these Zoids came in this week, and I've been looking at them, you know, all week since they arrived. Just like never been into Zoids, but the box art, the kid's been calling me. People have been asking about Zoids forever. And then finally, just purely the fact that we have the Zoids, and I want to bring some attention to it because it's the first time we've had Zoids. A lot of people have been interested in them. A lot of people have been like contemplating them, and I thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of let people see what they're about. Do you get exhausted to answer the same questions all the time, especially when it's things you can't control? I mean, a little bit, DB. I don't mind answering the same question over and over again for the most part. And half the time, I've got somebody else to answer it for me anyway if you're messaging support. So you get to annoy Patrick, and Patrick gets to get tired with answering the same questions over and over again. I think it's got to be a palate refresher for sure. It's definitely cool because it's a different kind of kit. Like, it's a very different build so far. And I expect that to be kind of the case all the way through, so I really wanted to dive in on it. But like, yeah, so I don't mind answering the same questions a lot. They definitely, you know, it's a little bit annoying. It does suck when it's stuff that's out of my control, and really it's almost sucks more just because I get reminded over and over again what things are out of my control, and I don't like things being out of my control. Are any instructions in English? I don't see any English. I mean, I guess the sections on the side here are labeled in English, but other than that, I don't think I see any English on here. Support guys have it rough. Seems like they take a lot of flack for stuff that's totally outside their control. In my opinion, they earn every penny they make. Yeah, it's definitely tough having to answer. I mean, our customers are great, so we don't have a ton of like, you know, what the hell, why isn't this here? Usually the questions are like, hey, just, you know, you guys are busy, I'm just curious, kind of stuff. I think the more annoying customer service thing these days is the dings and dents on the Discord. Somebody places an order to add their ding and dent to, and then they wait 2 hours to send the DM after they place the order, which makes us go and chase it as it's like about to get packed sometimes, or it's already at the door and there's nothing we can do. Those are more annoying, and certain like seemingly ridiculous requests when people want to make changes to massive orders that just are really annoying. I think are more of a problem than just answering the same question over and over again. Sorry, I did that once, but it was a day or so apart. Sorry, Nick. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. Like, we either can do it or we can't. It's certainly helpful when people are going to like add a ding and dent to notify us ASAP, or if you want to make a change, let us know quickly, because sometimes it's really hard or impossible to make a change when it comes too late, and we do pack things pretty quickly sometimes. I expect we're going to be really busy Monday, so orders placed now might not go out for a while. You know what you're saying? I'm all about instantaneous responses, and I worried that I was overzealous. Yeah, I mean, that's... I think as long as you have reasonable expectations, and you bear with us, because we are a small company dealing with sometimes lots of requests. But yeah, for the most part, I don't think... I know I don't really mind. Try to put information out there so people don't have to ask the most obvious questions. Next gear line of little figures have a lot of parts. Typically, how many pieces are there? I'm not sure how many parts there are. I don't think it's a ton, but I've never built one, so I might not be the best person to answer that. But yeah, Koi PK, I definitely, you don't need to know Japanese or anything to build one of these kits. Pictures are good. If you've got a Google Translate app, you can usually read the little bits where it has text anyway. So I ordered a model from you guys and asked you to come and feed my cat. Would that be a reasonable request? Depends on where you live, honestly. Some of our team might love to come out and feed your cat, I suppose. Central Oregon, yeah, that might be a little tough. Given enough money, if you pay me enough, I will fly out there and feed your cat. But it's not going to be cheap. Never thought of that with the Google Translate app. Yeah, it's useful when you got those little bits and it's like, oh, there's definitely an important little detail here. What's going on? You can usually just scan the image and get whatever you need. Like you said, you're based in CA, so it might be a bit out of the way. We're based in New Hampshire, so CA would be easy if we were out in California, but we're in New Hampshire, so it's a hell of a flight out there. 200 million then. Not 200 million. I don't know, for like 10, 20 grand I'd do it. Probably. Use a display pen sander. I'm interested. I have not yet. They look interesting though. I can order Friday morning and then pull the Dings and Tentons Bardock like 2 hours later. Yeah, you probably got lucky if we were able to add it. You got lucky that we hadn't shipped it yet. Okay, so that's the fourth one. So I got one more set here. Stack the hand vac. I've been waiting for one of those for a while, mainly for cleaning sanding 6 glass files. No more keyboard duster. Good idea. I could probably use one of those here. Let's do our final draw. Have you ever thought about building armored kits, tanks, APCs, etc.? I mean, I've thought about it. I've got so many mecha kits though that I'd rather build those. All right, so one final draw. Let's do a number. Well, actually, let's do a question first before I give you the number range. Final question of the night. I got a good one, and this will be really useful for me. What's your preferred method for receiving communications for Mecha Warehouse? So Discord, email, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, carrier pigeon, smoke signal, you know, whatever. So favorite method for receiving communication from Mecha Warehouse, and a number between 1 and 90. 1 and 90. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. And I'll call time and pick some numbers in a moment. I'm going to do this one last step here, I think. So 11 and 12. It's like the same exact thing, just getting smaller every time here. Do this, hopefully give away our last 2 prizes. You guys get lost because spam. That's a bummer. I wish spam filters were better, like smarter overall. It always seems like spam gets through and messages that are not spam don't get through. MySpace. Telegraph, that's a good one. Signal flare. Are you liking the build so far? George, I am very much liking it so far. I mean, this last few steps, I feel like when you do, like, I don't know, fin funnels and that kind of stuff, you got to do the same thing over and over again, but some of the other stuff's been pretty cool. I'm sure I'll know more when I get through more of the build, and it may change. Plastic's been good. A few of these parts have been kind of tight. First order confirmation got sent to spam. Fixed it though. That's a bummer. It always annoys me. We've had like customer service like requests come in, people like sending an email asking for something and it gets stuck in a spam filter somewhere. And we find it later on and stuff. See email at work or something, and then when I get to replying to it, I'm on break. It's top of like a bunch more random emails. That's rough too. I think we're so inundated with communication these days that it's so hard for things to get missed. Today, someone sent an email to everyone in the company, which prompted hundreds of people to hit reply all, asking why they got the email. It was a mess. Those are always fun. That actually reminds me. So, the first place I worked out of school, my first like real engineering job, the company was big on using a paging system. So if you needed to find somebody, you know, they were off in a meeting or something urgent came up, it was pretty common for everyone to, like, it was like company culture for everybody to think that their thing was the most important thing, which in some cases it was, and it was super nice to be able to reach somebody if you couldn't find them, and so you'd page them over the system. And kind of like the reply all email issue that they were talking about, there were a few cases where people would accidentally page the entire company, like everybody in the building, all like, I don't know, 1,000 people in the building, and either they'd page them and then not hang up and think they'd hung up and say something really dumb for the entire company to hear. It only happened a few times where they would accidentally page everybody somehow. There's just too many ways to get a hold of someone. Many people these days would go crazy with one day during the 80s. What's the range? 1 to 90. me see their preferred communication was via ICQ. Exilord Impulse Jungle or one of those new Ligers? That's a tough choice. I've never built the Hexagear one. That's where I saw someone say AOL. I'm going to have to look through these for sure this time, but I'm going to call time. Purposely delight replying to people by text or email. I don't like when people think they're entitled to your time. I tend to check my email a couple times a day now. Like I'll scan through it on occasion, but I tend to only do most of my replying at 1 or 2 times during the day, just to not be constantly going back and forth with it. TikTok or Insta, email, Discord. Oh, the old people choose email. 2 styrofoam cups in a string. To work on that one. Discord for immediate like dings, restocks, email for routine reminders, email or owl. A lot of Discord, a lot of email. Okay, 2 prizes left to draw for, so let's draw. Okay, so first number 73 for the Delta Plus. That one's had a lot of 3s and 7s in the numbers. And then the Splash MSO 17 bundle, number 3. Looks like Crimson Thunder. And Koi PK both chose number 73. So looks like we'll have to bring out the coin. Single digit numbers are the hardest because they show up in everything when you search. It's the first coin of the year. I'm not sure. Did we have another coin already? So let's do this coin, and then I think we have to, I'll draw one more number against the number range. So Crimson Thunder and Koi PK, you guys can choose heads or tails. Whoever calls it first, heads or tails, and I'll flip that coin, and then I'm going to draw one more number against the range for the other splash and see if we can get a winner. New word, new coin for this year. We're going to do one. I don't have a design yet. Here's an idea. Best weapon chosen by community as the tiebreaker. Okay, Crimson Thunder called heads, so Koi PK, you'll get tails. I'm going to flip it. If I drop the coin, if it's not a good catch, I will rethrow, but I'm going to catch back of my hand and then to the camera. So, okay, we got the flip. I think it was good. Looks like we got heads. So congrats, Crimson Thunder, winning the Delta Plus. And let's pick one more number. Okay, 1 to 90. Generate. Number 2. Of course, it's another one single digit number. Do we have a number 2? I'm going to start requiring people to do numbers starting at 10 or something, just to make these searches easier. I don't think there were any 2s. One more try. Number 61. No number 61. Okay, we're going to roll over this MSO 17 prize to next week. And we got the other winners. So Crimson Thunder, send an email to support@mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll send that out. Congrats to all our winners tonight. Thank you, everyone who came and hang out with us tonight. It was fun. Hope you got something from the stream. That Live 10 code should still be active for a little while longer, I think, if you wanted to grab, say, one of these Zoids for yourself or something else. That big restock. Got a bunch of good things in stock right now. And we will be back next week, same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, continuing this build. So hope to see you then. And otherwise, have a great rest of your weekend, a great week, and have a good night. Later all.